Hello, Rainstorm. Thank you for attempt attempting to pop in when my what happened. And Kingdom, good to see you. See you're on it on the pyramids. And Cathedora, hi. So here's what we're doing. So what happened? Let me catch you up because there's been a lot. I've been down in this room working on this laptop that is powering all the stream. I converted my almost all of my stuff off of Stream Elements to Streamlabs. Which also meant I was in there in the config, and I got the fourth wall tips hooked up, and the fourth wall store purchases and the tips hooked up to the Streamlabs alerts because I missed a tip. So if one of you was an anonymous tip through fourth wall, and I got a tip and I didn't thank the person because I didn't see it came in until I checked my email way later. So thank you to whoever that anonymous person was. Nivax, good to see you. So anyway, can you hear me? Does it sound okay? And what is going on? And then I will tell you about I will tell you about this box that we are running on right now and what I did. So that's the thing. But I need to make some font. I can't see it. I can't see the things here. So Cathedora's in all the places. And I don't know. I thought I modded you on Blue Sky or in Streamplace, and then it didn't show up that you're a mod. I don't know. There's a click pop in the audio. Bah! It feels like an occasional buffer underrun. Okay. Let me make the text bigger so I can see it. That's first on the agenda. Oh, come on. Come on, little window. You can do it. Cutting, clicking every few seconds. Well, that sucks. Okay, so it's probably not a mic issue. Okay, cool. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna note that. So the reason why I am we'll just talk for a couple of minutes so I can tell you what's all up and what I'm testing, and we'll just have to deal with these clicks for a second. But first of all, I dual booted. So I'm running off of the Ubuntu Studio partition. Emmett, what's up? Nice to see you. But yeah, so I'm running off the Ubuntu Studio partition right now. I'm explaining everything right now, Emmett, so just bear with me. I switched from Windows to Linux. So this is a fresh build on Ubuntu Studio. So it's probably not a cable issue. It's probably something to do with the brand new build that I did. I didn't actually. I was gonna just record and listen back and whatever. I was like, oh, we can just go live, whatever. Let's just do it all once. So anyway, so I built. Apologize for the clicking. It's going to be a thing because I can't troubleshoot that right this second. But now I know I need to. So one of the reasons why I'm broadcasting to YouTube is, yeah, right, YOLO, test and prod. I don't often test my systems, but when I do, I test them in production. Can you... If it's clicking, can you at least understand me and can you hear what's going on? Because it's going to be way easier for me to tell you about it than to try and type this out in Discord or whatever. Okay, so we're on Ubuntu Studio 2604 for the nerds in the house that know what that means. Yes, I am intelligible. Okay, cool. I need to make the font bigger over here too. We are doing it live. We're doing it together live. So yeah, I had some problems with the install, and So I think what I gather is that we're in a little bit of a bumpy period while the developers there's been a lot of change. I won't get into the whole backstory, but there's been a lot of change specifically on the Ubuntu side, with how they do some core things. I'm talking about Wayland. So anyway, I got everything up and running. This is the second Ubuntu Studio build that I have done. Because the first one I built it and I was having problems, and I finally got it working, and then I upgraded it because I started with version 25.10, and then it broke, and then I was like, it broke again. I was like, I'm not very far into this thing. Let's just start clean on 2604. So the things that were the things that are broken, aside from the audio clicking, and this might be, I have an NVIDIA GPU, so it could be something. I think I'm using the NVIDIA proprietary drivers right now, but I'm not 100%. I know for sure on the other system it's not. It's the Mujo drivers, but I couldn't figure that out. The NVIDIA drivers out yet. So the things that were broken, I got OBS going. The browser sources weren't working. So like you see like this now playing here, that's a browser source. It's built in code, and then it gets a URL and then displays it on the screen. I've got a bunch of drop is a browser source. So that stuff was completely broken. It was a whole to-do to fix it. I had to remove OBS from the Ubuntu Studio, install, and then install it again through a different way. I had to enable some repositories, the PPA repositories. Again, if you're not a Linux nerd, don't worry about it. If you are a Linux nerd, you know what that means. So I had to install from a PPA repository, and then the browser source started working. Ada multi-stream, which is what I usually use to go to YouTube when I broadcast to Twitch and YouTube, is completely broken. And I don't think I can fix that. I think no, I installed it through apt through the PPA OBS Studio repository, which is what you're supposed to do, but then you could also do Flatpak, and I didn't want to do that, but I probably have to do that. Whammy, what's up? What's up? Yeah, Whammy's over on YouTube. But yeah, so DCS Deep, hi, by the way, and yeah, so I installed through apt, but I might have to tear it down, and if I'm gonna keep this go forward with the Ubuntu Studio build, I might tear this OBS build down and install it through Flatpak, but there were reasons why I didn't want to do that. Anyway, so in the meantime, I was like, well, because I don't really like Ubuntu. I've never really liked Ubuntu that much, but I was like, whatever. So, but I'm doing Ubuntu Studio because it's supposed to be for creative people, and that's what we're doing here. So thank you, Nivex. Nivex is explaining, and Whammy, I'll read this to you so you can hear what's going on too. PPA is Personal Package Archive, a framework for independent entities to provide packages for Ubuntu systems. So basically, it's a different place to go get your installers, and it's the OBS people maintain that particular archive. It's just like not part of like the main Ubuntu packages, right? Like it's maintained by the OBS people. So anyway, yeah, so the things that aren't working, Ada Multistream is not working on the Ubuntu Studio build. We have crackling audio. Does the video look okay? It seems fine from here, and I'm monitoring the Streamplace broadcast from here. So that looks fine, but if that doesn't look fine, tell me. And the browser sources are fixed. And the custom docs. So in OBS, you can take like any web page and you make it into a little doc in your browser. So I usually do that for like, I was going to do that for like the stream place chat. Oh, hey, Caffeinated Linux. Yeah, we're on Ubuntu Studio 2604 and there's crackling audio, but otherwise things seem to be working. So anyway, the multi-stream plugin isn't working, which is why I'm also broadcasting to Streamplace, because I can just go out. Streamplace has a feature where they can they'll relay like restream or whatever, so you can broadcast to multiple places. So we're going to Streamplace, and then it's going everywhere else. So that seems to be working. That was something I wanted to test out also. Yep, streaming at 720p for my mobile friends. Hey. And Linux and audio issues, name a more iconic duo. Yeah. Okay, so that's the Ubuntu Studio deal. Then I installed on Debian 13, whatever the latest stable is. And Cathadora's in all the places. All the places. Dave Kind, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Well, actually with my cello and not video white noise. Rainstorm and DevKind both saw me like do a little test when I was just like, I wasn't live on Streamplace, but it must have sent the feed out to Twitch and YouTube. So people thought I was live and it was just like this video of like snow or whatever. Sup, Doc Brown. The cracks and pops could just be an artistic choice. I mean, if you're a vinyl fan, are they like vinyl-esque cracks and pops? Ivex says, I swear I'm the only Linux user on the planet who hasn't been wrecked by audio issues. Radamal, nice to see you. Yeah, it went out to Twitch and YouTube last night, so, you know, whatever. Yeah, so anyway, I have another partition set up with Debian 13, and that went way smoother. Everything went way smoother. So if we're having crackling audio issues here, what we could do, well, let me play a little cello just to see how that sounds, and then I can take the stream down, reboot into Debian, so it'll take like five minutes or so, and then we can try it on there. Like I said, I think I'm using the NVIDIA drivers on Ubuntu, and I know I'm not on Debian, so who knows what that's going to be like. So anyway, all right, so let's see what this sounds like. I'm tuned down still. And let's actually fix the camera angle here a little bit. I might have to, can fix it the old-fashioned way and just move back a little bit. I've been like just sitting here working at that computer, so stuff and things. Let's see here. Let's do, because I am tuned down, let's do a little bit of the Heart Afraid of Breaking. Do that whole first section again. Let's practice that. All right, that's enough to just kind of get. I wanted to get some. I know there's crackling, but I wanted to get a little music in there uh, with the talking, just to see how that works. So, cello sound is good, except some snap, crackle, and pop. Your Ubuntu ate too much Rice Krispies. Yes. Okay. Whammy, you like my mic boom, it's I got it. It's just what is it? Frameworks. Oh yeah, it's a Gator. Gator Frameworks is what that is. I'm gonna leave the stream running while I fall asleep. Night, and thank you for hanging out. Everybody go give Dave kind of follow. He streams in German, but he streams games, and it's a nice place to hang out. I enjoy it, even though I don't speak German. Okay, so let's take 5. So I'm gonna take the stream down, and then Whammy, I'll give you the new YouTube. It'll be a new YouTube link, so I'll drop the new link in the YouTube chat. Wow, my bot is really chatty, very chatty. I'm gonna have to tweak that too. Yeah, that was another thing that I did is I changed my bot to stream from Stream Elements to Streamlabs because reasons. And so yeah, all right, let's do this, and I'll see you all in a few minutes if I can find the button